Right, today's the day. We are going to get the new Zoe. Right, let's go get a new car.
Okay, can we just not say sell, swap, getting a new one? This diagram?
Okay. So we're getting a new car today. Yep, that's right. We're going up to Marshall's at Lowestoft, which is one of the dealers that the UK club is associated with, and we're going to go and get our new Renault Zoe GT line today. Looking forward to that. We've given this car a thorough clean. She's all ready to be handed over, and you know, that's a bit of a sad thing in a way. But I think that's just a testament to how much we actually like this car that we're going to get another one, because I don't think when we originally bought this car we thought we would like it quite as much as we did. I think that's fair to say.
That is fair. She's my favourite.
Yeah, and I think that was probably not what we expected. I think the extra power probably helped. Thanks very much to Craig in the UK Owners Club. He set up a club dealer up near where he is, and now we've got one down in Suffolk, which is much more local to me, so I can take advantage of that. Craig's been awesome at the dealer. He's worked his socks off to get the car that we've got. It was a UK car. It was in the UK already, so he arranged for that car to be shipped down to him, and hence we can get this car in super quick time. It's been about 3-4 weeks, and that's it. So we waited months and months for this car, so to pick up the new one in all of this stuff's going on in the world in just a few weeks is really great. We've gone for the GT line because it's just got all the spec that we want. This car, you know, isn't a top spec signature nav, it's a dynamic nav, but a lot of the features that are on this car are now only available on the new one, which is a bit of a shame. So we're going to go up and get that now. Bong, 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 bong. So anyway, we're going to get this new car. We're going to miss this car. It's been a really good car. I think the main reason that we're going to miss this car though is because it was unexpectedly good, and that's really what's driven the purchase of the new Zoe, because actually this car does everything that we want. The new one should do even more, as well as the Leaf being rubbish, which has also driven the getting of this new Zoe, so that we can do those longer journeys with the CCS charging and the active battery cooling that it has. So there's a lot of things that have came together to mean that we're going to change this car, and also the value of this car is still very high, and I'm doubtful as to how long that will last because of what's on the new cars. Like I've said in previous videos, I think these cars are a bit like early smartphones, iPhones, where the next one was just so much better, and therefore the values of the older ones tended to suffer a little bit. So we're going to get this new car, and we're going to just see what it's like. So stay tuned. We will be on our way. We won't bore you with the journey, but we'll check back in at the dealership, and when we've got our new car. Oh, a sign, a Renault type sign.
With
a whapping great big huge mangus.
Right, now I've got to work out how to get in there.
Well, we need to go to customer parking, don't we? Customer parking.
Right, well,
there's the customer parking.
what, back there?
Yep. Oh, parking. Parking. Right, we're here. We've just picked up the car. big shout out to Craig here. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's literally the only person that I've met from a car dealer who knows how to sell a car properly. He really looked after us. He sorted out the car for us. As you can see, he's wearing all the right PPE stuff for the COVID. But yeah, thoroughly recommend Mitchell's up at Lowestoft. So give them a call, check them out, and I'm sure they'll be good to you too. Yeah. Cheers, Craig.
So, no worries. Thank you very much, Ian.
Nice one. There was an auto retract on the old Zoe's wing mirrors. Oh no, there wasn't an auto retract, but they did retract.
Yeah, you just have to turn them off. But this one, it's auto.
So when you turn it off, it just goes, does it? Yeah.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Score one for the new Zoe. The seats are comfy. I don't actually say they're comfy.
Comfier seats. Well, they're firmer. They feel firmer.
They do.
You have to get a phone that actually uses the charging.
Oh, any excuse for a new phone.
New phone. Have to get a new phone now.
Have to get used to them.
Woo! We're in the new Zoe. So here it is. And I must say, it's a very nice place to sit. Craig's taken us through most of the functions. There's a lot to learn, but it's so much nice. It's so much more nicely laid out in here. So yeah, let's give it a bit of a drive. Turn some bits on. There we go. Postcode's in. It's pretty quick actually. This screen. Go. The range. Look at the range on it.
Apparently, I can now just drive off with not having to do anything with that.
Well, what you should hear is once you start driving, that handbrake should come off automatically.
Ready?
Yep. There you go. You hear the electric handbrake.
Oh, I haven't got my sunglasses out.
Oh, do you need sunglasses?
What Zoe sound?
Yeah. It cuts in sooner.
It does.
Yeah.
Did I just get locked in my car?
Yep.
Okay. Right, now I need
So its little Zoe voice is louder.
Yep. The steering wheel's chunkier.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a leather steering wheel as well. Not vegan leather. Vegan leather here, real leather there.
Why?
Pass.
Right, got like that.
Does it feel firmer to you?
It does.
Not louder, but just more.
Doesn't.
Not wallowy.
Yeah. The steering feels lighter.
Lighter?
Yeah.
Say she seems a bit more controlled in the corners.
Yeah. I think she does feel a bit more hunkered to the road. Right.
So we've been driving a little way now in the new Zoe. We can definitely tell the difference between the Bose stereo and this stereo. I think the biggest difference is that because there's no bass subwoofer in the boot of this car, all the sound feels like it's coming from the front. It's got a good amount of bass actually from the front, but you just don't get that enveloping sound like you did in the old car. But it's not something we used so much that we're going to miss it hugely, and a little bit of extra space in the boot is going to help. If they could find a way of putting the Bose system in without that big sled in the boot, then I think that would be a really good thing. We've got a really nice touchscreen on here. The dash is really well laid out. Obviously huge improvements to the instrument cluster. It's a complete sort of full LCD screen. Nice big LCD screen in the middle as well. Really nice. In terms of handling, Apparently this car handles a little bit better. It's a bit tighter when it's going around corners, a bit better composed when going around corners, that kind of thing. It does feel, even as a passenger, it feels a little bit more together as a car somehow. So yeah, it just feels a bit tauter when it's going through corners. Not so wallowy. Not that the Zoe was ever that wallowy. Seats feel comfy, feel very new. I think they need to bed in a bit. I don't feel as well supported. It's interesting actually. The GT line has got firmer bolsters, bigger bolsters than the previous one, but it still doesn't feel like it's hugging you like some sort of sports cars, you know, like with the Recaro type seats would. But there's a little bit more support. Still not very much adjustment on the seats, so it's pretty much front, back, and adjusting the back. There isn't any kind of lumbar adjustment or any electronics around the seats. I don't know if that's just me as a passenger, but I think the driver's side is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice so far. Really feels good. Feels like a good. Feels good. Acceleration feels good. It feels a little bit more brisk than the R110, and the R110 wasn't really a slouch. So, you know, they're not like sports cars, but this was this is certainly noticeably quicker when going on a you know, when opening it up. It's a lot quicker. Gotten used to all the new buttons?
Sort of.
I'm loving this centre arrangement. It's so much nicer. Heated seats. I'm going to try a heated seat.
I am so pleased that they kept those dials, because that is a real pain in leafy.
Yeah, it looks classy as well. It looks like an Audi. I mean, you know, if you're going to copy someone, you might as well copy Audi because they look beautiful.
Yes, the steering wheel's definitely bigger.
Yeah.
In grip.
I think the steering wheel just looks nicer. Oh yeah, the heated seats kicking in.
A bit too many buttons for my liking, but that is definitely in the wrong place as well.
What?
The media.
Oh, the media store.
It's all the way down there. Whereas the old one used to be here. It used to be directly behind the T pillar. And it's all the way down here. And it's, I'm not going to get on so well with that.
Maybe they just think you should be. I mean, that is how you should have your hands on the wheel, so.
Your hands should be here.
Yeah.
So why it's all the way down there?
Maybe they just expect you to slide your hand down and like not have your thumb tucked around when you're doing it.
I would say she's as good as the old Zoe.
If she was in Zircon Blue, she'd be as good?
Yep.
Okay. I've got to eat a sausage roll now without making a mess.
Ah. And what you're trying to tell me?
What?
I'm going to eat this messy thing.
You're not going to eat the sausage roll?
Maybe later. I can't eat it right now. You've got your face in the bag.
Oh, oh man.
Food is good. Oh my god, the seat is hot.
I told you, I put the heated seat on.
Yeah, but it's still hot. And dash upgrade is much appreciated. Was the silver, the chrome trim on the old one was too much, because that just hit the light wrong every time. Now I'm going to be really pernickety, but why didn't he
You are
eco?
pernickety. That.
Why is the eco button not there?
Because it's a French car.
So it's a button that can be moved. And don't go down the argument of, well, it's a part number, it comes already assembled, yada yada yada. It's a button.
That whole bit will be one part.
Can they not just pop the button out on manufacture because it's in a UK car and move it? Really? That's more in your view than that.
Yeah.
Or for someone who doesn't use it.
No, I do use it. I use it all the time. I have to turn it off constantly.
Touche.
Every time I get in the damn car, the eco button's on. I thought, oh, could I have less power, please?
I don't need any power when I'm pootling around town.
I mean, this is spicy.
But yes, if it was in the Zircon Blue...
You can get it in Zircon Blue.
I mean, it's just waiting time, and this one was here, and...
I'm also not so sure that the Zircon Blue looks as good in this colour, on this car, because I just... I don't know. Just the little bits and pieces they've done to make the front look a bit different. I just think this colour looks better.
I'll still be able to find it in the car park, so that's a bonus for it. Can't find the Leaf.
It's just because you want to lose it, really.
I've been trying. I deny that it's related to me in any way. There's the steering wheel up you down, you think?
Yep.
Well, to be fair, it might need to come down a fraction for my position. But I wasn't really arguing with it, but then again my shoulders are.
Well, it has in and out as well.
Does it?
I'm sure it has adjustable rake as well as... Yeah. Because he also just went up and down, didn't it?
Which wasn't a problem for me, because that car just sat me in a naturally good position. I like the ISO fixed point. And the girls aren't going to have problems with the seatbelts.
They didn't have seatbelt problems. The only seatbelt problems they have with
Leafy.
the Leaf, isn't it?
Oh, Leafy. I don't understand quite what they've done on that side to make it impossible to get that seatbelt on. Don't drink Coke, it'll make it worse.
Well, that?
Yep.
Oh, what?
Eat some sausage roll. That'll help.
I finished my sausage roll.
What? How have you managed to finish your sausage roll and your pasta? And I'm still on my pasta.
Because I'm really hungry. I had a toast for breakfast and that was it. Then I washed the old car and...
Car pride. Yes, the stress of leaving the car behind. Food's always good.
Stress. Little tears in its headlights.
This one's meeting the bar.
Well, you know, that's why we went for it. Because this one is... It's the same, but better. It's got a bit more. I'm just going to turn things on so I can have a piddle.
That's alright. I do love the fact wing mirrors come in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can.
You can turn it off.
You can turn it off.
Yeah, but I don't want to. That was the one thing I didn't like about Zoe was...
You had to do it. Well, you had to do it on your Golf as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or did the mirrors come in?
No, they didn't. But they just feel really vulnerable.
There's a CCS charger over there. We could go and plug it in, but for no reason.
So B mode's not even charging it at the moment because there's so much in it.
It says place card on start zone. Place card on start zone?
Yeah, that thing there. I didn't have
What, did you have to do that?
No.
There we go.
Here, look.
Oh, yeah. I missed the start zone. Oh well, I just unlocked it and it decided that was okay. Turn that down. Hello user. Oh, it's got different users. We can all have our profiles.
Oh, that's going to be helpful.
Oh. Is that because I used my key?
Yeah, it might be.
Or did you use your key last time? Because
No.
I don't know who unlocked it, so...
He did.
No, I did when I got
Yeah,
near
so
it,
it's
because you just walk up and it unlocks.
Oh no, so all my good work of driving has gone to your user.
I don't know. Well, it's not going to change the mileage when I get in it, is it? Well, it might do. It might go like half it.
Oh, it's user. It's this. Oh, he's got a heavy foot.
Reversing camera.
No, that's reversing camera, but it's front detection at the moment. For all the stick I gave, oh look, at Bug's interested.
It's interesting. Okay, it just takes ages for the reversing camera to turn off. Right then. Oh yeah, it does feel light, doesn't it? Right. We're all good.
Got a camera. She's got no sound going backwards.
Oh yeah. I thought it was supposed to have a sound going backwards.
I'm not sure how I feel about being locked in.
I think you can change that. It's just so that some people can't, you know.
I do miss that I can only unlock one door and then have the security, all the other ones were closed.
Yeah.
And no one could jump in, so I think it's just going to be one of those things I just need to get used to.
Alrighty, let's see what she can do.
Follow the road for 7 miles.
Woo! 7 miles!
Yeah, just gently, because she really does rattle over them.
Oh. Yeah, okay, she's packing more. She's packing more. Definitely. I definitely felt a bit of compression into the seat there. That was...
I'd say she's got more urgency than the Leaf.
Yeah.
The old Zoe, she had...
I feel, yeah, definitely chunkier steering wheel.
Yeah. Which again, I quite like the narrowness of the other one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not in B mode, am I? Oh, I am in B mode. It's not telling me the B mode is restricted, so...
No, we're under 95%. Get a Zoe, love.
That auto-dimming thing, that's a bit... Ugh. That little dot in there.
See, my Golf never had that, but it auto-dimmed. Oh! Yep, he's having fun. It's a bit upright.
Yeah, no, you can see the regen now, yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels good, feels nice. The motor sounds a lot more...
aggressive?
Yeah.
Beefier?
Yeah. It sounds like there's a big old motor underneath there, and I'm not sure that it is any bigger, but it's definitely got a different sound to it.
So what do you think of that?
Well, so far I think it's a bit of a step up. I think the big thing for us is going to be whether the CCS charging is, you know, because it did 22 kilowatts, the old one.
Yeah.
This does 50. So, you know, now it should be something that we can take on good journeys, and as long as it, you know, because we don't do that many long journeys, but when we do a long journey, it's a proper long journey. So it's not going to be one charge, it's going to be, you know, at least a couple of charges. So, but I mean, to be fair, a lot of the things that I didn't like about the old Zoe centered around what I'm looking at right now, and you spend a lot of time looking at this stuff. So I think it's nice, and I think, you know, there's nothing wrong with those old Zoes. They're really good, but I just thought we'd probably get to a stage where we can maximise the value out of that one and get into one of these for not much money. But yeah, I feel, it feels nice to drive. The steering thickness of the steering wheel, it does feel a bit chunkier. I'm not keen on that little dot. That's obviously the self-dimmer thing. I think they should have put that, because what they normally do on other cars, they put it outside the mirror material.
I was going to say, yeah, because the Golf had a little dip down, didn't it? That's right.
So the little sensor was normally underneath. So they put it in the mirror, but the problem is you sort of, I think I've gotten used to not focusing on it, but I keep thinking, oh, there's something in the mirror, and I try to look at that, and then everything in the mirror is out of focus. So that's a bit of a distraction, but I'll get used to that. It doesn't feel too noisy. I mean, it's firmer in the steering, but yeah, they haven't really increased the noise. I love the display.
Yeah.
The display is lovely.
Yeah.
It's got a lot more pep.
Yeah, she really does.
It's got a lot more pep. That throttle response is
second to none.
Yeah, that extra, what, 25 horsepower?
Yeah, 25 horsepower.
I mean, it's just kind of a warm hatch at the moment.
I don't know. Well, yes, stuck behind this thing.
Hot hatches are ridiculous now, aren't they? Like 250 horsepower or more.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a warm hatch.
But at the same time, this would leave them standing at a traffic light.
Yeah. Good acceleration. Very nice. Not like ridiculous acceleration, but not bad. Certainly better than the old one, but the old one was pretty good too. This is just that little bit better. You definitely get a feeling of acceleration. Be interested to see what it does from a dead stop. It hasn't really hurt the range, to be fair either. So it's another thing which is nice.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm glad you like it. Because I traded in your old car.
Yeah.
Right, what's this cruise control business then? Cruise control on? Is that it? Or do I have to set it? Set?
Yeah, it's
set
now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I do like it being all over one side. And actually they seem to have buttons quite clear.
Yeah, I kind of wish that you didn't have to
move your thumb quite so far.
Move your thumb to set the cruise.
Yeah. Especially as there's two blank buttons.
I was going to say there's two blank buttons. You think, why can't you set the cruise on that?
Yeah. They could have just moved them in.
Yeah, there's probably something else that those buttons do that.
Yeah.
What's more spec than this? What can you spec on this car apart from those?
What's coming?
She makes the same howl when you're off the power. You notice how the motor has a sort of howl to it. Yes.
Is that?
Yeah. He's literally...
He's not going anywhere though.
No. He's just put a pipe from his engine to the back of his car. Awesome. At least when I did that, I did it properly.
So it's about on the mark actually. 41 miles. What is that?
It doesn't creep like you think it should.
Yeah, you need to take your foot off and she'd roll back slowly.
It
doesn't do that?
No.
Oh god, kangaroo reverse, here we go.
That's weird. Right, well we're back. Well, I like it.
I like it too.
Okay, good. That's good. That's quite good, that, because your old car's back at the dealer. Yeah, I think we like it. Obviously, it's very early days. We've literally just driven it 54 miles. 54 miles? Yeah. It's a really nice drive. It's a nicer drive than the ZE40. It's more powerful. You can definitely feel that. The steering wheel's a bit chunkier. Because we've got the auto dimming mirror, the little auto dimming thing is in the mirror, and that's really annoying. You just look at it and you think, ah. So one little annoyance there. Otherwise though, feels good on the road, feels more powerful. It's got, you know, it's got a good solid feel to the way you drive it. The range is great. We've used hardly any to get from Lowestoft to Ipswich. You know, it was just about 100% when we left off. The display is much nicer. The information coming through there. Stereo is not bad. Infotainment system works, it works. It just works. So that's like it right there. These buttons, I think, the heated seat buttons are in a much better place. There's only 2 settings, but that's by the by. The addition of some USB ports is great. The wireless charging, we will have to upgrade our phones before we can take advantage of that. Ports in the back, which is great, but if you've got young kids, maybe put some little rubber covers over those, because we'll be ordering some of those, just so that
mud,
we don't get anything
gets into them.
going in there. Controls, the heater controls, the dials, they all feel really nice, real quality. Nothing different there, and since we tested it. But no, I think we're pretty happy with that. We shall see how it goes long term, but yeah, I'm quite pleased. So there we go. More videos, I'm sure, as we get to know this car and travel about in it. But for now, like and share and subscribe and all that jazz, or don't. I don't mind. And we'll see you in the next one.